Okay. All right. So first thing first, let's see. How did you guys feel about that study guide? You guys have done it or not?
I didn't know anything about it.
Well, I mean, most of it. Most of it. Did you guys have any confusions with it? Frustration? Anything? Just in general, questions, I guess, on it? Yeah.
Equations were different from the ones that we practiced.
Really?
Yeah.
They were.
They were.
A little bit different, but it was kind of confusing.
I looked it up.
Yeah, I
I still couldn't find it.
Oh, okay. We'll go over that probably after this presentation, and then we'll go over that study guide. And if you guys have any other questions, I will probably go around and help you guys out. Okay. This is going to be a quick presentation. It's pretty much everything that you need to know for the test. And that's pretty much it. So let's actually begin. So, I mean, we already took the quiz, so I'm just going to slash that out. These are all the notes that we're going to go over today, and homework assignment, just ignore that because I think you guys are pretty much good to go. So first thing first, I would like you guys to answer this question. It should be pretty simple, like a review, but if you guys are struggling with this, then we got some problem. Yeah. So feel free to type it, draw, or whatever you guys choose.
Yeah.
And try not to use your notes for this one. I just want to make sure if you guys remember or not. That's all. All right, guys, let's go over this. When I was looking at your answers, I'm kind of like iffy about it, but let's see. Let's see what you guys get. Oops. That's not what I want, but oops. What just happened? Okay, so let's see. So 17, you guys have atomic number. Is that what everyone got? That's correct. Now here's the thing, 35. Did you guys get atomic mass or something else?
I got atomic mass.
Anyone else? Yes. Mass number? It's actually mass number. Okay. If you guys remember from last time when I talked about this, atomic mass is in decimal. Mass number is in whole numbers. So if you guys don't remember that, that's fine. But remember, mass number is always proton plus neutron. Okay. And then if you guys look at the number over here too, this 35 represents the mass number. Okay. Now, I had a question that, how do we actually figure out if this is an actual mass number or not, or if this is an isotope? If you guys look at your periodic table, you guys probably get 35.45 as the mass of chlorine. Okay, it should be on the right side of the periodic table. If it's around there, that means it's accurate. Okay, that means it has the right amount of number and neutron. But sometimes it might have, instead of 35, it might be 37. Then what's the difference between this one and 37? Can someone tell me? 2 extra neutrons, exactly. And that is an example of isotope. But figuring out the exact amount of chlorine, we'll talk more about that as the unit progresses. For now, just remember, mass number, atomic number, and mass number again, okay? All right, but so far so good. So let's see. So if you guys look at the note right here, 35 is the mass number and 17 is the atomic number. And this is gonna be in Schoology. So if you guys miss anything, feel free to look at there as well. So this time, I know it's not asking you to write anything down. Can someone tell me what is an alpha particle? If you guys remember. Yes.
Is it 4 neutrons and 2 protons?
Well, not neutrons. The mass number is 4. The atomic number is 2, which is what element? Helium. Perfect. How about beta? Beta particle, if you guys remember. 0 and -1. And what's that? Well, not element, but I guess the symbol. E or the electron. That's perfect. Yes. So if you guys look at the oopsie, if you guys look at the screen, this is the alpha particle and beta particle. These are the 2 new things you guys probably have learned last time, and the only thing you guys have to memorize. That's all. Okay. So just remember those 2 particles. Next, there is a problem, practice problem. Now, I don't know if you guys can, or you guys can't write. So if I say with the alpha particle, what would be the new element in this case? Okay. So how we figure this out is pretty simple. All you're gonna do is 238 minus 4 to get the number, 92 minus 2 to get that number. Now, how do we figure out that new symbol? What do we look at? What was it? The atomic number, exactly, from the periodic table. So in this case, we have the atomic number of 90. So we get selenium or TH as your element. So this would be a type of problem that's going to be on the test that you guys should probably kind of practice on, but we'll also go over that on the study guide as well. Now, how about if we have a beta particle? What would be our mass number and our atomic number? Okay, let me just call out people. Ashton. So what would be the number then? Perfect. There you go. So we have 93 because 92 minus -1, which becomes positive, becomes 93. And then we on the top minus subtracting a 0 means basically the same thing, which is 238 to get that new element. Now, if this is confusing for you guys, another way you can do is kind of like backwards. -1 plus blank gives you 92. And then you guys can do the algebra stuff to figure out that number. But that's also another alternative way if you guys want to use that. Does this kind of make sense for you guys? Okay, just want to make sure. Now, average atomic mass, you guys know that it's mass number times the abundance plus mass number times the abundance. Can someone tell me what is an abundance? Anyone? It's the percent that is basically within Earth. So what do we do with those percent? Yes. turn them into decimals, and then you multiply and add those things. So perfect. So I don't know if it let you guys perfect. Okay, so try to solve this question, and we will go over it together. Okay. So what is the average atomic mass if there are 70% of nitrogen 15 and 30% of nitrogen 14? Okay. So during the test, I'll try to provide you guys a calculator, so it can prevent you guys using the phone and stuff. Okay. But for now, it's okay. And when you guys are plugging into the calculator, just double check.
Yeah, because 14 is already there.
See that there are different answers. Right?
Unit? What are the units? Yeah, maybe units.
Yeah, but we're gonna actually go with that. So even though you don't finish it, we'll finish it eventually in the class. All right. So if you guys don't know what the answer is 14.7. So make sure that you multiply 15 by 0.7 and 14 by 0.3 to get the answer. Okay. Any confusions here? No? Okay. All right, so you guys remember, we talked about moles. We talked about the Avogadro's number or the avocado's number and the mass number. So can someone tell me what is the Avogadro's number? Shoot, it's on there. Yeah, go ahead. Perfect, 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23. Now, when you guys are working on Avogadro's number, remember the following units: particle, molecule, and atom. It's very important because sometimes people say, if the question is asking for a mole, some people actually put the Avogadro's number, which is incorrect. But we're going to solve some questions to just make sure that you guys are on top of things. Now, this is the formula that you guys remember from last time. Just make sure to remember it when you guys are solving these questions. The given number is basically the problem, or the numbers from the problem. The unit given. So whatever unit that you want to get rid of has to be on the bottom. For example, if the question is asking for from grams to mole, the grams should be on the bottom, and the mole or the answer that you want has to be on the top. Okay, so always remember that when you guys are solving this question. Let's try to solve this question for me. Okay. Says, what is the mass of 2.65 moles of gold atoms? Okay. So we have moles and we have something we want to figure out. And also remember during the test to show your work as well. Okay. Or else I'll probably have to take a half form or something. So remember, guys, look for what you're looking for. So remember, there's a unit right next to the number, which is the given. Okay. And then I'll show you guys what other people have in their work. All right. So remember that this is going to be recorded. So you guys can look at this on your own time. Okay. So I'll give you guys like a minute or so just to finalize this. And then we will go over it.
Did you get 510?
No.
However, that's the given number. Yeah, so it's kind of a hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's unit given times unit wanted over.
It's number given times unit wanted over unit given. So it would just be 2.65
What's the
times.
unit given?
Well, like it's 1 mole because
What's the one on the bottom?
1 mole. Just one. It's just one.
Yeah. Yes, question. We'll go over it, no worries.
Anytime it gives you mole, you always put 1
How
mole
would-
automatically.
And then, but the one on top is unit wanted, right? But then, how do you know what that is?
You find the mass of the gold on the third table. Should be 196.97.
It looks so weird. You look at it.
All right, so let's go over this and see what everyone got. Okay, we might be like everywhere, so don't worry. All right.
That is not right.
All right, so I don't know who did this, but remember, the question is saying 2.65 moles. That's the first thing we will write down. And then the question is asking, what is the mass? So the mass has to be on the top, and then mole has to be on the bottom because we want to get rid of this mole. Okay, we do want to get rid of this unit. Okay, so that is why we have mole on the bottom. And then the answer that we want, which is mass. So let me just scroll down and see what other people might. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Okay, this one's right. That's good. Ouch. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's hurts. That, okay, the answer's right. Perfect. Perfect. Ouch. Okay, we will solve more of these problems for our review guide. So, okay, that's good. That's not good. This is good. Good. Okay, good. Good. I guess these answers slightly different, but good. 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 Not good. The question is asking for mass, not atoms. So if you guys were confused, probably this is the reason why. When it says atoms, it's just talking about the element, that's all. So if we have a number here with the atom, then that means we actually have to put the Avogadro's number. So this case, we don't use the Avogadro's number, so this is technically wrong. Okay, how do I figure that out? It's because of the scientific notation. The answer is usually not going to be in scientific notation if you do not use Avogadro's number. Does that make sense? Okay, so let me show you how the answer is. I think that'll help you guys out. So the number of moles. Now you don't have to do this, but I just put the element here, AU, just to show what I'm dealing with. So 2.65 moles times the mass, because that's what we're looking for. divided by the mole, because we want to get rid of this unit in order to get G as our answer. And that's how we get the answer. So if we do put this as an answer with estimation, that should be 521.94 gram. I just put it like this because I just got it from the calculator. So do remember that. Okay. All right. All right. How about this one then? Now, the question saying, what is the particle of 2.65 moles of gold? So try that one out. Okay. Try this out. Remember what you're looking for and what you want to get rid of.
Didn't you say that the two motions?
It's not the last one over there. All right, so I'll give you guys a minute or two to finalize this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it has to be on top.
The mole, I'm pretty sure the mole's on the bottom because that's what's given. I'm pretty sure it's over, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm making a second guess myself, I was like, wait, what? Wait, so what is it?
That's just the previous answer.
I was like, looking at some steering, I was like, I'm pretty sure I got it right.
What we can do is pause on the next question. Yeah. Okay. All right. So when I was looking around, it looks like you got majority of you guys got it. This is what you should be having on your screen. Okay. So the answer or the given question is 2.65 moles. What you're looking for is particles. So I'm going to put it on the top. The mole or the unit you want to get rid of is going to be on the bottom to get this answer. Okay. If you're still confused, it's okay. We'll go over the study guide together as well. So just think of this as kind of like your own practice. So before we go on to what this or the problems or something, what is an isotope? Can someone tell me? Anyone? Yeah. Yep, different amount of neutrons and different masses. So there you go, the, I guess, informations. So the question is, how many neutrons are there within neon 55? Just want to make sure you guys understand how to figure out the neutrons. So use the periodic table, and that should help you answer the questions. Periodic table is always going to be your friend.
Are you good for background?
No,
I like it. I love that background.
Wow.
It's stripped out. Oh, perfect. Oh my God. We're already done.
That one.
That one. Yeah, I was
Sorry about that.
Or, no.
My bad. All right. Hey guys, also remember your calculation. I saw some numbers that were a little bit off. All right, so let's just go over and see what you guys have. Okay. Good thing it doesn't have names. 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, yeah. Okay. 34.82, no, 45, 45, 5. Delete a response, 45. This is what I was talking about. Not 35, you're subtracting 10, not 20. So remember that. 45, 45, 45 neutron, 45. Lovely, showing work. Smiley face. 35. Okay, calculation problem. 45, 45, 45, 45, 45. Lovely. Okay. So if you guys don't remember how to get this, let me go back. It's 55, the mass number minus the number of protons, which is 55 minus 10 to get 45. Okay. So do remember that. Okay. Now for the following question, I want you guys to label it on your screen and tell me what each of those represents. You don't have to represent the gold and the AU because that's kind of simple. Just tell me what those numbers are. Okay. So remember what I told you about decimals and whole numbers.
No, mass number is whole number.
Oh,
That's
just
the
whole
atomic mass is the decimal.
Type your answer or draw or whatever you like. Looks good. A lot of people ask me, why is the periodic table all different with the setups? It's normal. They just want to make it different. So if you don't see this in your periodic table, that is fine, but don't get confused by where the number is placed. Okay, so this one should be simple.
Wait, is gold called the atomic name or is it? Or you have to label gold, right?
You don't have to. I mean,
It's called
basically,
the chemical symbol
Or
well, the symbol is
yeah.
Is it just called symbol or chemical?
that'll be just element name.
Okay.
Simple symbol, or it really doesn't matter. They're both the same thing. Okay. Yes.
So if I wrote down those, I was at 11:50 and it's 7.
We can talk about that. So don't worry about it.
Slip my motivation. You gotta do.
What? Should we get actual? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Which one? Maybe this one? Actually, they-
All right, so let's go over and see what you guys have. All right, what is the problem in this statement?
Atomic mass.
Okay, we have atomic mass, perfect.
Oh, wait, no.
79 is the atomic number, not the mass number, okay? So don't get confused by what it is. When it says 79, it basically symbolizes or tells you what the element is, okay? And your mom. Okay. All right, so let's just double check if everyone got that part. Okay, elements, symbol, atomic number, atomic mass, perfect. Lovely. Good. Nice. Fantastic. Okay. Ooh, that is dedication right there. All right, next. Nice. Nice. I don't know what just happened here. It looks like a blob. Nice. Okay. Nice. 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 Oops. Okay. I think this person got bored. Nice. Nice. Whoa.
What's the time?
Please don't die inside. All right. Okay. Let's see. So looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. All right. Interesting. I love watching these stuff. And blank. All right. But anyways, remember those things. So gold is basically the name or the element name or whatever you want to call it. Atomic number is 79, but remember this. Protons are the same as electrons, okay? Symbol, we have AU. Atomic mass is 196.97. And then mass number formula is on the bottom, so you guys can remember this for the test. Okay. Now, very simple thing, the beginning part. Tell me what is in the atom. What's in the atom? Just label it and tell me, write it. And then we'll share this. If you guys want to draw something.
It's labeling, right?
No, but then how do we know the blue is from the
A gamma ray. There's something.
Okay. That's not what I'm expecting, but okay.
For sure.
All right.
For sure, cameras get like given out.
Right, whatever answer you think is correct.
Yeah, isn't there someone else, right?
I don't think you're gonna ask that. I don't think you're
This is for a mom. Okay.
Funky arm.
Well, it can be the same.
All right. All right, so let's see what you guys have. I got some interesting answers. The first question is proton, neutron, electron, nucleus, and gamma rays. Okay. I'm not sure what nucleus is. Or nucleus. Yeah. It's a nucleus with EU instead of UE. It's okay. Spelling doesn't matter. Gamma rays, true. But what I was trying to look for is these first threes. Proton, neutron, electron. Okay. And I saw some people labeling it. So, okay, not that one. Perfect. Okay. This person spelled it wrong too. It's EU instead of UE. Actually, I think the previous one. No. Okay. Oh, is this smiley face? Lovely. Okay, so it's labeled here. We have electrons over here and protons and neutrons over there as well. Nice, nice, nice. Missing the electron, but it's okay. Okay, not sure what this is. Okay, triangle. Thank you. Okay, lovely, lovely. Wait, what? Oh, lovely. Okay. Perfect. Ease. Okay. Am I missing something? Oh, I can't do anything. All right. Well, ease. Okay.
What is that?
The sunset. Nice signature. I love it. All right. Whoa. First thing first. Spell this correctly. All right. But I'll give you guys extra credit if you do that. Let's see. Perfect. Lovely.
What?
Okay.
Bro.
Okay. Nice. Little Zappy boys. All right. Perfect. Electrons. That's correct.
Pizza.
If you're hungry, I guess you can order Uber Eat, whatever. But perfect. Lovely. Perfect. Amazing. Oh, I can't even draw butterflies like that, but perfect. Pro Q? Am I saying that right? Pro Q? Protrons. Perfect. Protrons, but perfect. All right. Sounds good. Smiley face, yes. And that's it. Perfect. So everyone got the answer correct. Just try to spell your protons, neutrons, electrons, and nucleus correctly. But looks good. All right. So here you go. In the nucleus, we have protons and neutrons, plus sign and a zero or no charge. Electrons are negative, but also they are located in the electron cloud. Something that is not within this picture, but just imagine it. So this is something that you guys have to remember. I know a couple of you guys actually got these questions incorrectly on your quiz. If you guys remember the moles, I put O, or I think it's Cl2 or O2. I actually meant two of those elements, not just one. That's why a lot of people got that question wrong. But always remember, if the elements are the following, Br, I, N, Cl, H, O, and F, those are always going to have two when it's by itself. So keep that in mind because this is going to be on the test or part of the test. And then if you guys want to know where it's located, or an easier way to memorize it is by looking at this picture on the bottom, which basically has 7 and a dot in the hydrogen. So study this. This is going to be on the test, and try to memorize it as much as possible. Okay. And last but not least, or I think this is one of them. Tell me what you see here in the periodic table. Oh, wait, you can't type. Shoot, my bad. All right. So within rows and columns, what is row called in the periodic table? If you guys remember, was it? Periods. And then columns are groups or family. But it really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go with groups. Either one is totally fine. Okay. Remember that the metals are on the left side, the metalloids in the middle or the staircase, and then non-metals, which should be the one. So remember this. This is going to be on the test. It's probably going to ask you like, looking at Fe or iron, or I think Fe is iron. Yeah, iron. Is that metal or non-metal or metalloid? Metal, exactly. That's it. That's all it's going to ask for. So remember that. And I would like you guys to try this out and tell me, or not tell me, but try to drag the circles to the right columns. If you guys can feel free to put it on the top of each of the columns to get the answer. And there's only 5, so you can ignore the last 2. Okay. Try that out. Want to make sure you guys remember. The dots. Drag the dots to the right place. If you got this wrong,
There's no dot for O1 and 9.
I really do not know
So I'm pretty sure. There's no dot for those, but 6 would be over. School, that's why.
You guys have a minute?
The Wi-Fi box.
I have a Mac bars.
Alright.
Yeah, Verizon.
I don't even know what it's called. I don't
No,
know.
because he has this like a
Yeah,
special
yeah, yeah.
service
It's like a special one.
Okay.
It's like, it came with my dad's job.
Alrighty, so to prevent from this recording to be too long, I'm just gonna check over the answer. Wow. I didn't know you guys can copy and paste these. But yes, the first column is the alkali metal. Oh, really? Oh, never mind. Perfect. Actually, that looks pretty. All right. So the alkali metal is the first column. Alkaline earth metal is the second column. Anything that's within this box is a transition metal. So if you guys put it somewhere around there, perfect. This one, or the second to last column, is the halogen group, and the noble gas is actually the last part. So remember that, please. That is definitely going to be on the test. And the circles are moving like bees. All right. Lovely. All right. But anyhow, let's move on to the next part. So these are all the notes. So I'm going to skip this because you guys should remember this. How do we measure this? Do you guys remember? Go ahead. The meniscus, yes. So the answer is meniscus underneath this oval shape. And that's basically it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. This is going to be recorded and posted on Schoology, so you guys can have access to it if you guys have any questions. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording, and then we will go over the study guide together. Okay, and you guys can close the note if you guys want to.